the Eternal Kitchen stream. We were gone last week because weather conditions were bad and things in this building were very bad. And things are bad. Oh no! I have to get up and mod a message already.
I got it.
Alright. Disrespectful. First thing, we turn on the stream in forever and we get hit by a fucking promo bot. Anyway. Hello, sorry for bothering. Yeah, right.
I blocked them. Did it not delete the message?
You need to ban. Click their name again. Hit the dots on the right.
I did ban it.
Oh wait, what, the icon's under follow?
Oh, yep, there it is.
There it is. Get out. Thank you. Excellent. Alright. Yeah, weather was bad. Things were bad. Things were not great for anybody. But we're back this week with some Paper Legacies, so how you been, Sean? How you been?
I've been big, chilling.
Big chillin'?
Yeah. Playing a lot of Cube, playing a lot of Scam.
Never thought I'd see the day. After all the complaining we did about scamming people, we finally made it.
Yeah, well, I really like the little guy. I'm a big fan of the little guy.
It's true. He is a little guy and he's here to fuck around.
Yeah, I've been thinking for a bit now about I'm always on the prowl for new ideas for the sideboard for a traditional reanimator. And I've been toying around with the idea of stalkers for a bit now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're making a great case in the Scam deck for just a full mid-range transition.
The card's sweet. I mean, it gets out of hand very quickly, just unchecked, so it makes sense as far as the fair plan goes. So, but why don't we get into some games? Why don't we do it? It's been a while. We also are happy to unveil a new setup here at the kitchen, the gaming setup. Let's get that baby underway. Bam, new overhead setup. Wowee, look at that.
It looks damn clean, Curran. Damn clean.
Yeah, a nice little compliment on your sweater.
Oh, it's such a good print. I'm struggling to remember the artist's name though. Alright, we're gonna fight.
We gonna fight.
Parker will be here eventually, so we have someone on the couch as well.
But for now, you just gotta deal with us. Still have to wipe where 5 cards in this deck to get it properly updated.
Damn.
I did pick up new erasers though yesterday.
Oh, you got your tools then.
Just gotta do the work.
Mm-hmm.
So I also picked up my first commission. I'm gonna be whiteboarding most of a pre-modern deck for some money.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Yeah, pretty excited about it. It'll be nice because pre-modern cards are all old, so they're not as hard to fight borders on.
Mm-hmm. Let's roll some dice there, good buddy.
Alright. Let's do it. Hi, Luca.
Yeah.
Boxcars.
And Snake Eyes. You got it.
I will play first. Wow. That was wild.
Alright, good luck.
Good luck.
I've got a hand of magic cards. What about
Okay.
you?
Fall down to 19. I'll cast Elvish Reclaimer.
That's not what I wanted to see.
Yes.
Hmm. We'll unmask you.
Sure thing. I've got Fiend Artisan, Natural Order, Wasteland, Misty.
Hmm. Well, you're not playing those next turn, so I'll take your natural order. You can go.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna leave revealed because I don't play Brainstorm.
Perfect.
Draw. I'll fetch with Misty Rainforest down to 18 and I'll pass turn.
We'll fetch on your end step.
Sure thing.
You're good. How about an entomb while we're digging through the library?
You got it.
Go to my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Hey Parker.
our couch friend is here.
Oh. Oh, I fucking hate people.
Targeting a track, so I take it.
The one legal target, yeah.
Do you have
First watch.
warm beverages?
No,
Warm.
I can-
warm.
What about like just a beverage I can sip on so I can pretend like I'm camping?
Sure, we can figure that out.
There are Diet Cokes in the fridge.
Shit, yeah, brother, I'll take a Diet Coke. Give me that Coke.
Parker wants the cock.
Give me Coke. I need to read Twitch chat. Hello, Carador. Oh,
You like the new setup there, Parker?
bro, it looks so much more crisp. Good lord, this looks great. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Organizing shit around and all that, I love it.
Here you go.
Using up the space properly. Hold on, let me get this post in the Death Shadow Discord as well, since I'm here.
Since you're here.
Do we have Sage tonight as well?
No.
What?
I mean,
Whose vape am I supposed to steal now? I mean, VOD am I supposed to steal now?
dog, I don't know. That's between you and God.
So who else is coming through?
Pack 3. This is it.
What the fuck?
This is the party right here.
We need to get more
Go ahead.
chefs in the fucking kitchen.
Yep.
This is bullshit.
Here you go.
Don't worry, Corinne. You have another blue-black opponent that you can tussle with soon.
Soon.
Bro, let me share this fucking link.
What will
play a reclaiming,
Okay.
and I'll attack for 1.
Go ahead.
Entomba. Entombe.
And Tombe.
Oh goodness. What kind of gameplay we got happening? We have an Entombe, we have a Reclaimer. What the fuck is that Wasteland doing there? Are you tempo deck now?
Maybe.
I've
Tempo?
been on Wasteland for a while, homie.
Tempo?
I had more than this one at EW.
Girl, I don't know what's going on in your deck anymore. It changes every week.
Maybe the real tempo deck was the natural orders we cast along the way.
I think it was the
Potentially.
sphere of resistances we cast along the way. Gonna hit you with the second bog. It's coming. It's coming. We're playing 2 bogs now.
Yep.
Doc Whittle.
Sure.
1 black floating. Animate Dead resolves.
Sure.
2 trigger.
Yeah.
1 trigger on the stack. 10 cards. Fresh from the top. Read 'em and weep, Curran.
It's a lot of lands.
Mana secured. Action secured. Consulting the hand, seeing what needs fixed. Dude, there's like no random noise in here. It's so quiet. I can hear my own thoughts.
What random noise were you referring to?
I heard like fans and shit in the previous days of streaming.
Those
Now I don't. What are we picking up here? We got a Shallow Grave. Is that a Faithless Looting? Animate Dead, Swamp, and Gristlefather.
Yeah.
Seems decent at the very minimum.
Cast this one.
Yeah.
1 black still floating.
Yep.
Flutin'. Still got a skull to use in the old mana pool.
Cast this one.
0 skulls in
Sure.
the mana pool.
Animate Dead in my hand.
Yep.
0 mana floating. Combat?
Yeah. Sure thing.
We got some life linking action.
Okay.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm gonna activate it. Do you have a
Oh.
response?
Nah, you're good.
7, fresh to the grip. Certainly some bangers right off the top here.
Would like to grief you. Pitching. We'll take a Fiend Artisan.
Fair.
I'm gonna go to 8.
Sure.
Pedal. Ritual 3 black.
Yeah.
3 skulls.
Ritual 5 black.
Sure.
We got a Tendrils incoming.
Into
Entombe.
another
That's
4
scary
black.
card.
I can see. Point.
A decisive game 1 victory for the Reanimator enthusiast. Let me fix that. Jesus. Sorry, where are your paper towels at? I just spilled something like that.
paper towels are right down here.
Sick. Sorry about that.
No, you're
bad,
good.
My bad.
Good.
Thanks, Chico, for not being angry with me.
Chico's just like, are you kidding? That's free dessert later. I'm gonna shit everywhere.
Word.
Big shitter. This cat. Yeah, I heard you with me, young cheek. Where's your trash? Just beneath the sink?
No, the trash bin's over there.
Wood. Go ahead and reset those life total chefs. There we go. Oh, I need my Twitch chat.
Twitch chat. Twitch chat.
Deliver the Twitch chat unto me.
Deliver unto Caesar.
I don't care anymore.
Did you like the other day when I set up? I wrote out a Parkerism to Curran and spelled your inflection phonetically.
Coron.
Coron.
A tasty treat for Coron.
I did enjoy that actually. I was quite pleased.
To be known is to be loved.
Where the fuck did I put my phone now? Dude, I don't know what I'm doing with anything anymore. Jesus Christ.
Hey Siri.
You want to go review a bot real quick?
Oh, there it is. Yes, I do. I need to review a bot so bad.
Kind of sounds like you need it.
Bro, I've been having this has been hell week at work. Jesus Christ. And then just driving today. Did you see what I posted in Feelies?
I did. I saw when the rant was over and then it wasn't.
I thought it was over and then it just got worse.
Chico, you're such a cute boy.
Chico.
That was a scary start from you.
Yeah. You got around it though eventually.
Reanimator will get there given enough time. Look.
Good luck. Nope. You can do better.
Still pondering mine. I think I'm throwing it back.
There you go.
Interesting.
I'm gonna keep my 6. Put it in this on the bottom. No, I'm gonna check this one. Thought about it a little longer.
You go.
Alright, turn 0.
Ooh, spicy.
Leyline of Sanctity?
Yeah.
I knew it!
What do you mean you knew it?
Because I heard turn 0 action.
How'd you know it was sanctity?
And not void.
Because I actually do pay attention to your deck.
Oh. And the truth comes out.
I
To be
can't
known
lie.
is to be loved.
I can't lie all the time. Only some of the time.
TS.
You get to thought seize me, but I don't get to thought seize you.
Correct.
Dude, it's a fucked up world we live in, honestly.
We will take the reanimate. Your move.
Bitch.
Sean, I'll be honest, that grip doesn't look too hot against this opener.
I sure didn't expect a Leyline of Sanctity. I'll be real with you, Chief.
Go ahead.
There's only up to 4 in the deck.
Only up to 4.
Every time Doomsday Line of Sanctity is made, I want to commit crimes. Like, I want to commit crimes. Ban that card right this instant.
Get it out of here.
It's not fair.
Oh shit.
Your turn.
What is that, a Witherbloom Apprentice?
It's a Witherbloom Apprentice.
It's this fella.
The clock is on.
Maybe. We'll see.
Every draw step scarier than the last.
Green sun for 3.
Clock is not on.
We'll just counter it.
Attack for 2. Oh, green sun is shuffled. Go ahead.
Thank you for shuffling twice, Curran.
You're welcome.
The correct way to do it.
Go for it.
Plus. No, make guy.
Yo, imagine if you had a Stalactite Stalker in play right now, Curran. It gets a trigger right this instant.
Attack 1. Go ahead.
Bayou from Reanimator Enthusiast.
Hell yeah. Down to 15.
Searching for a plains, perhaps?
For a creature, perhaps?
Are you allowed to search for creatures off of a fetch? You sure fucking are.
Plus 1.
Stinky, get it out of the top of the deck.
We'll attack for 2. Go ahead.
Go.
Yes, nod, yes, nod. John, does Witherbloom Apprentice target
No.
2.
Well, that's pretty good.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I take down my own left.
Your turn.
Okay. Onto draw. +1.
Stinky.
Fiend Artisan.
We got the fart.
Attack for 2. Go ahead.
We got a game 3 on our hands.
It was barftastic. Why Sanctity?
Yo, new camera
Yeah,
setup.
what's that
What the
deck,
fuck? It says
What's that
joyful
deck
waffle.
trying to beat with Sanctity?
We're shoring up other Dark Ritual matchups and just like tendrils in general, and Leyline also splashes into, you know, just saving other combo decks. So it's just filling out the sideboard basically for the matchups we're having issues with.
How's your Muxus matchup?
It's fine-ish. Snuff Out's a very premium card in the matchup.
Oh, it sure is.
Game 1 is bad, but game 2 and 3 are much better because we get to play Thoughtseize and Snuff Out.
Yeah.
Alright, you're on the play.
What up, Waffle?
Yay!
Yay!
Quick, give us a life event that might have occurred to you within the past week. Players deciding on their sevens.
Sure.
I've been torturing myself by playing
pre-game
Modern to prep for the
No
RC.
games.
I didn't even know you were qualified. Fucking nice, buddy. Cover letters for internship app stuff. Yeah, that sounds like your early 20s, honestly. Shit, yeah, dude. Glad things are going your way.
Fuck it, it'd be ball.
Dark Warrior Wolf.
3 skulls.
This targets me. Put this on stack.
Shieldreds and chalices?
Up to the gods.
You're selling out a scam, I take it? Like, honestly, wouldn't blame you.
Fucking We Ball was pretty good.
I'm probably, if I if I come back to Modern, I'm probably playing Murktide.
You're
The
good.
deck is just consistent, and it seems to just survive fucking everything. Doesn't seem like it's going anywhere anytime soon until Modern Horizons 3 shakes up the entire format, and probably Legacy and probably Vintage. I'm not excited for MH3 at all. Yeah, Murktide seems like, look, if you've been putting in your blue-red reps in Legacy, like surely it translates to Modern as well, as long as you're just aware of like what's happening in Modern and what your game plan is. I think it's a smart choice if you feel comfortable with blue-red good stuff. Expressive Iteration hasn't stopped being good.
A nice 5-card average hit.
Yeah.
Like watching the mocks and watching is it Murktide take it down, and like how the guy approached the Yawgmoth matchup, it was kind of like holy shit. Very very dynamic game decisions that you get to make. Man, if Kerr had a turn 1, it could have been decent.
I was really hoping that Uwat would hit Endurance.
What? Let's go.
Get wrecked, nerd. Should've looked at 6. What's the difference between 5 and 6? Dredge 5 versus Dredge 6. There's no difference.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that because I'm absolutely reanimating that Greek next turn.
Alright, fair enough. Go ahead.
Yeah, honestly, Waffle sounds awesome. I'm glad. Yeah, like, congrats on the finals in your monthly 1K.
Perhaps not.
I'm jealous that your shop gives you guys a 1K at least once a quarter, even though it's monthly for y'all. Our shop seems to give us 1Ks on holidays or with 2 weeks' notice. Once a year,
Crack this fetch.
even though Legacy is the second busiest night of the week for them.
I'm gonna put you on 1 turn for a removal spell.
Not gonna happen. You got it.
GG's.
Ooh, doggy.
Alright, who am I playing?
Do you want to play again? Or do you want me to play?
I'm fine either way.
Let's give Reanimator the run back.
Okay.
Sweet.
And then I'll play Parker after that.
A likely story.
If Parker wants to play.
The Parker wants to play.
The Parker.
The boulder has conflicted feelings about hitting a little girl.
Alright.
Yeah, so this is the board for me right now.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? It's kind of a messed up thing that you're doing over there.
They're also playing Invigorate.
Yep. 1 man. 2 side.
Why are you looking at me?
Nothing. Just forget about it.
Okay.
Forget about the Invigorate.
I will.
It definitely won't come up later.
Okay.
Just forget about it, Big G.
It definitely won't come out with Death Shadow at all. It
No.
doesn't interact that with
Well,
it.
I've never learned about Life Gain and Death Shadow. Can you run it by me why that's so, like...
Wanna
that's
hear
such a-
about it?
Yeah, sure. I'll hear all about it. Never heard about it in my life.
Oh wow, there's some
I'm sorry.
Twitch chat. I'm gonna step away for a moment.
Yeah, Waffle was giving us the updates on his life.
Oh, I love waffle.
Same.
We do love some waffle.
I didn't know you had Japanese guy as Cradles.
Yeah.
Sick.
I mean, the funny thing is I did for many, many years and then I sold them when I was broke and then I bought Japanese ones back again specifically when I bought back in. What do I call your deck?
You can just call it Underground Sea.deck.
Okay. Besides he/him, what funny nickname? do you
Grungler.
want? Okay, perfect.
Oh boy, time to get my shit kicked in.
Whee! It's always volatile.
Well, guess who's playing the standard RCQ this Saturday, Parker?
You.
Yep, this guy right here.
Now Parker, you're not an absolute psychopath.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not a psychopath. I'm an honest to good gamer.
For sure.
There are certainly underground seas in my deck.
That was never in question. I came so close to trophying again this morning.
It's always like at the 5-0s when you're just like, they have the nut hand. I swear to God.
Also, it was 5 color beans, and I just like
Gross.
could not keep like that deck is not designed to win that matchup.
It's fucking atrocious.
I would rather be playing traditional reanimator for that matchup.
Yeah, Waffle, I'm borrowing a deck.
Yeah.
I'm not buying a fucking deck.
Yeah.
Are you
The
kidding me?
stalkers have to do a lot. Shadow is just like It can beat beans, but it's just like kind of sketchy still, mostly because we're playing a set of street rates, and we can aggro them. The only problem card in the matchup is fucking Terminus. Fucking Terminus. Hiya. Let us do high roll. 7. Was that a 6?
Mhm.
Cool, we haven't played. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this hand's like. It's kind of butts. A smiling, happy.
You can never be completely confident with an opening hand in this any underground C matchup, but
No.
this is what I'd ask for.
Yeah, it's reasonable. No monsters in hand, it's just like 3 entombs and 2 reanimates and 2 swamps. It's just like, yeah, what do you want? I'm on 6. Sure. You ready?
Yes.
Brief pitch and fatal push.
Fix graphic.
I'll take the Exum.
Westland.
Yeah, Parker's playing Grief Waffle, sorry. Sorry to disappoint.
Results. Yeah. Is this a flute?
A flute.
A fluting. Doc Woodwolf, yes. Oh, Cycle Control. And I'll get an Underground Sea. Imagine if that was an Underground Sea. I would be very happy.
Yeah. I mean, you already ruined my beautiful, beautiful hand, so.
Good. Good.
But yeah, we will, grab that reanimate.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's kind of weird.
Kind of strange. Abnormal behavior.
And then it's, a turn for you.
Turn for Parker.
Turn for Parker.
I'm gonna fetch for an Underground Sea and play a Black Death Stalker.
Yeah.
Highly trigger. Yeah, and then 2. And then 16.
Good turn.
Yeah.
That stalker can murderize my creepy.
Excellent. Yeah. Let's have Kichura. 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go. What did it do? tickets in
Mhm.
an underground signal.
Mhm.
Instep trigger.
Parker, you wouldn't be a complete psychopath, would you?
No.
Waffle is flipping the fuck out right now. Wait, what? What?
Yeah, I fucking knew this was what was happening.
Poop and penis and balls. Sorry, can I say that on Twitch?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I get to.
Waffle tried to do it and got auto modded.
Poor Waffle.
Balls was the word that they actually said no to out of all three of them.
Yeah.
Incredible.
How high do you have bottom mod set?
I don't know.
Yes. You're up.
I've drawn every entomb in my deck.
And Tombe.
I drew it into him as well. I'm finally using Dirty Mike's token that he got me. That's the artist proof Death Shadow.
Yeah, Waffle said that was a very swag work token.
Thanks. Thanks, Wafu.
This motherfucker.
I couldn't resist. I'm so enthralled by the
I'd be
deck.
doing the same thing if I had 4 fucking underground seeds.
I'm asking to borrow one for Friday, because I think I'm gonna play this on Friday. Friday.
I'm so excited for
We're
when
like,
it's time
hey,
to
nice
play on
deck.
Friday.
Mind if I yoink?
It's not my fault you posted something this tasty.
I've got a spicy list I'm getting ready for Friday.
Big if true.
Yep.
Trig if boo.
Moo.
Yeah.
Moo.
And on Twitch chat's just like, what the fuck are they talking about?
They're saying words I can't understand. Get this shit out of
Yeah,
here.
get all this crap out of here.
Garbage. Cabbage
I
mouth.
hope you're ready to play so fucking kneecapped.
Get this trash out of here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hold on, that's not 15 cards out.
Where the fuck is it? There it is. I don't know. I'm gonna board based on vibes here.
No drones, just vibes. Gee, go get some dinner time.
Look, you remember Yorion's Scam Animator and how much fun I had with that?
Yes.
And I get to play Entombe and Stalactite Stalker, my new little trust fund goblin.
Trust on Goblin.
Bro, the fact that I made $204 off of fucking Stalactite Stalkers is insane.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh wait, it's right there.
Now they're back to like $2 a piece. Is it really a 15 in, 15 out?
Yes.
Love
Yes,
it.
it is.
Oh, boy.
I paired into somebody who recognized me actually, who was playing Reanimator on Moto the other day while I was running that deck, and I was just like, I'm sorry, but what I'm about to do to you is a hate crime. This is like a 2080 matchup.
This. I love this deck. It's just easier playing tempo and Death Shadow is not in your deck, I don't have to think as much, and it's nice. It kind of feels like I took off the Rock Lee training weights, and now it's just like all these tempo decks. It's just like, this shit's easy. How many people struggle with them? I mean, of course, people are going to respond differently to different decks, but like, I don't know. It just feels so much. It feels so easy, like playing tempo decks now.
I mean, I threw the deck together and just went 4-1, 4-1, 4-1, like.
Yeah, you're just farming.
And like took wins against like notable tempo pilots.
Yeah.
So, like.
It's just like, damn, the shit just kind of like pops. If you have an inkling of idea of how to play Magic and Legacy, like you're gonna be just fine. If you can cast a Brainstorm and resolve it confidently, you're probably gonna do just fine.
Now that I can do.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Blue White X Gamer for so long.
I know. It's kind of weird not seeing you be a Blue White X gamer in the modern day, but instead, a Rakdos gamer. Well, Jund gamer currently.
Yeah, sure.
It's kind of stinky. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
These are things I don't like to see. Things I don't like to see.
Things out food. No, it just looks weird under the light.
It's also painted yellow.
Oh, okay, thank you. There we go. I'm like, huh?
We'll take a reanimate.
Yeah, makes sense.
Here you go.
Fetch for an underground sea and play a Stalactite Stalker.
Not the fella.
Good. We've got a clock. Rude. He's gone.
Your turn.
Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna cast this Hondro.
Mm-hmm.
Pondro.
I'm gonna grief push grief. Those seem pretty good.
Four good ones.
For goodness. I'll take the animate deck. Your move, chef. That's pretty good.
Okay. Well, you do a 4/0 spell.
Oh, Waffle, don't call it that.
I'm dead.
What is Waffle saying?
We got the Rude Slay special with the sideboard pivot.
Waffle.
Waffle, dog.
Waffle.
Don't put disrespect on Sean like that.
Chef. Get these back in here. Jesus.
cards for how many months now?
Not many. Not enough, I suppose.
Rodney and I are boys. I gotta stand up for him. Waffle,
Waffle these
But-
nuts.
but someone was doing this before your boy.
I don't necessarily think that's true,
Ah.
but before your boy was putting up results and making videos on it for sure.
Pew pew. Just don't draw mana source. It's ridiculous. Imagine drawing mana.
My 14 land deck.
Hate it. Disgusting. Terrible. Even.
For sure, for sure.
Just don't flood out like that. Hey, pew pew.
Good luck.
Alright, thanks. I'll be on the PA.
What the hell is on the corner of the playmat that's creating such a shiny? Oh, okay, yeah. That's really awkward right there.
It is gone
Thank you.
at the behest of Coron.
Appreciate. Chico, don't chew on the audio cable.
I'm going to keep this.
I'm keeping mine too.
Grief pitch trail. Is that a baddie? Yeah, I'll take the reanimate. Go.
Great Betrayal.
I'm going to fetch my underground CM brainstorm. Here you go, chef. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
I'll take both.
Okay. Sounds Gucci, mama.
Well, this is not correct.
I agree.
It'll be your turn.
Okay.
Did you fetch? Are you at 19?
I'm at 19. Thank you. Go ahead. Yes. 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 I'm at 16.
Here we go.
I'm at 15. God, they both have menace? This is bullshit.
They do.
There you go. You have an unknown in hand.
Mm.
I will scoop because I drew 3 lands with that brainstorm.
Yuck.
Yeah.
3?
That was game 3.
Oh. Shit.
Okay, curious.
Sorry, it
How
just
do I
wasn't
draw
marked.
so many fucking lands in Legacy in my 16 land deck, but when I play Standard, sometimes I struggle to get to 3 lands in my 25 land deck?
Buddy, I wonder the same thing.
I am genuinely curious about how that fucking happens. And it seems to be with frequency.
Alright. Looks like it's gonna be me versus Parker.
Hell yeah, brother.
I fucking knew you were gonna put that deck together.
This deck's great. It's, you know, it functions. Winning game 1 against Reanimator, then losing games 2 and 3. Smooge.
Oh, this is me talking about that.
This is true.
I have the highest percentage of match wins with a game 1 loss of like probably any Reanimator player there is.
Beautiful.
I don't know why, but
It is surely artisanal. Okay, the Fatal Push is just remaining in. I shaved a couple of Reanimates, or sorry, Entombs, and then the Bowmasters. And tried to bring in the Void Mans.
I took out 6 monsters, all 4 Faithless Lootings, 2 Exims, and 2 Shallow Graves.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
6. Yeah.
Wool balls.
You put the numbers back to 20 for me real quick.
God bless you and God bless America.
Everyone.
Thanks.
Yes. Get over here.
Oh, street thugs coming your way.
We're in the 01 bracket.
We are?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we are.
Cheat. I'll be on the play. It's my birthday.
No, it's not.
How do you know?
Because I know when your birthday is, Parker.
When is it?
It's in May.
Oh?
That's all I remember.
Am I a Gemini or a Taurus current?
Shit. I think Gemini.
Oh, okay. God, who knows?
That's why we get along so well, right? We're both Geminis.
Yes. Because your birthday is in early March. I know.
Early March.
Geminis.
Uh-oh. The Geminis.
You're talking about Geminis?
Yeah.
Let's do 5d6. 6d6 high roll.
Okay.
I've got a very special Gemini in my life.
2, 4, 5, 10, 13, 19.
Oh, thanks, Sean.
Yeah, thanks, Sean.
Just one.
You did 19.
Switch chat, please.
4, 11,
I
7.
did it.
Yeah, because you cheated.
Oh
I'll be on the
shit,
play.
Mike's here. Dirty Mike.
Dirty Mike?
Yeah, I know you're looking to
Mike
figure out which
Potter.
Mike it is.
What'd Dirty Mike say?
He's here to Q-snipe his friends.
Oh. Yep. Good luck. I'll keep.
I'll keep go. Okay. Yep.
Go ahead.
Agala! We've got traditional reanimator, blue-black rescaminator, and Pareto Control, aka Nightmare on Elf Street, aka Maverick.
What up, Akaleth?
You fuck. Not Acolyte. Sean.
Grief.
Agala
Pitting.
is
Uncle
a
Kazadin.
frequent face on my stream lately. I'm very appreciative of it.
I'll take Green Sun Zenith and I'll also take Endurance.
You really didn't know about it, Waffle? I'm streaming every Thursday night.
You're up, King. What's in your hand? Bog Bayou thingy. Yeah.
I know we've shamelessly plugged my stream on the kitchen stream a couple times now, but it's possible
Hacks.
it was before you got in the chat or
Go.
something or another. Go.
Murder.
There is simply no way.
You're up.
Where's your underground?
Out of here.
Go ahead.
Oh well, social activity is good for the soul.
18.
Waste your value.
Battery.
Go.
And refiner.
Okay.
Go.
Go.
17.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that those fetchable surveil lands might actually be playable as like a one of in just straight up traditional
That
reanimating.
wasteland is fucking good.
I'm glad you like it. You noble?
Sure.
Tac 4.
Yeah.
Like with
Boggy.
and like I'm sure like you probably have the same
You're back. You're in it.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure you probably have the same experience that I do with
Go.
like a massive number of reps on the deck. There's just so many like gameplay patterns where, oops, I wasn't able to do the thing in turn one. I need to find a specific
Force
thing,
Fishing to Ponder.
and like you're just drawing fetch lands, just like anything to like help dig towards what you're looking for, to just like continue pressuring for some
Reanimate
points.
Chris.
Like, it will suck the like occasional times that you draw it and you're opening
Murder.
hand when you need an untapped land.
Actually,
But I
sorry.
think the
One and then murder.
the upside
yeah,
of
yeah.
having that dig available on a fetch
And,
land for
Wasteland.
mid game is just like
The-
very high.
That one. Go.
Especially for smog board, when post board you might like have a couple creatures and you just want to dig for a chain of smog.
Go.
Results. How big?
6-6.
Well, that's pretty large. Plus. Thank you for detoking. I'll cast Poncho.
E.
It's pretty clean, isn't it, Sage?
Couple on 6.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I oriented that, right? Yeah, I did. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it just me, or does it seem like MTGO has been just like inundated with more slow players than ever before?
Two.
Like, it might just be recency bias, but
A
like,
block.
Oh wait. Oh, that's sorry. That's right. Right.
Okay.
Go. I am getting ahead of myself.
I think I'm at 15, right?
You should be at 14 because you've taken some amount of damage.
1.
You've taken one, and then, yeah, fuck it up. I'll believe it.
I thought I saw it at 15. I don't know.
Yeah.
We could ask chat too.
Was it 14 or 15 life before I went hog wild? My bad. This is why I write all this shit down. So I'm not a ding dong.
I was not paying enough attention.
That's fine.
Hog it.
Attackers.
Why?
Your move.
Yeah, I mean, like, Moto's got its problems, but also, like,
Mill. Reanimate.
it's the only thing of
Go
its
7.
kind. Like,
I didn't know we were getting a fourth.
Hello?
Apparently. Oh yeah, it's Kobe. Yeah.
What
Open
the
the door.
fuck?
Open the door. Open the door.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm a traitor.
Kobe's here to drop off my standard stuff.
Oh, gotcha. You should hang out for a tiny bit.
Yeah, grab that chair over there. Feel free to pull it up. Careful of this.
End step because I put this in the bin.
What's good,
Yeah,
Kobe?
yeah.
I'm a traitor. That's the second time you've said that. What are you a traitor about?
I'm playing Flesh and Blood.
No. Flesh and Blood is it's a pretty good game. I tried to get into it.
Yes.
I think my main problem is that like I have like
Okay.
games that I'm hyper fixated on.
Oh
Like with
Well, so I should get
Smash,
seven
I
because I
put so
ran
many
it.
hours into Smash.
Oh,
I
yeah,
cannot bring myself to learn another fighting game.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of similar for me with Magic. I'm just like I would love to play other card games, but like too many hours invested in Magic.
Yeah, the time equity. Where do I put this for you?
Oh, I can take that.
Oh, you don't.
Appreciate it.
Minus here.
Sure.
It's been a good night for reanimating. Got 2-0.
Jeez, Reanimator is such a good deck. What's your favorite part about Reanimator?
My favorite part about Reanimator is consolidating your decision points
Good.
throughout a game
Just
into a
focus.
few
That's
very
all I
meaningful
want.
decisions
You're
rather than
Mhm.
a lot of micro decisions.
Yeah,
2.
use like a lot of explosive turns, not a
End
lot of
step
like.
trigger because the token.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
mulligan correctly, sequence correctly, and then like aside from that, you're less likely to make a mistake when you're not forced to make several thousand
Chris.
decisions over the course of a single game.
Dang.
No one
Alright.
could have foresaw those.
Go ahead.
Just say winning. Maybe if I was a winner, rude. I
Plus.
haven't won anything major in a while now. I'm starting to feel pretty washed.
You got shallow grave over here.
Grief pitching Entomb.
Respond.
Response.
Endurance.
Float a black in all days.
Okay. Grief resolve, so I have no cards in it.
Yeah, that's right, you don't. Play this and hit you for 3.
10.
Trigger because grief went to 10.
Yep.
You're up.
God, I love Stalker so much.
What a crazy card.
I'm so Stalker built.
Ignoble?
Yeah.
I mean noble?
Yeah.
X is 1.
Good.
I'm probably playing Stalkers in my board of traditional Reanimator tomorrow
You're
on
good.
stream.
Ooh, look at you.
The deck that Parker is playing right now is actually one that we have been kind of workshopping together.
I will plus. I will fetch. Now hit for 4.
Yep, down to 6.
And Stalker trigger on end step. You're up.
That little man is a 5/5. one Surveil land, one World Gorger.
Oh, the Surveil dual lands.
So two things immediately come to mind. One is, what is your win condition with the Surveil land? Like, are you playing like an Oracle, or like what is the payoff for flickering the Surveil land? And then secondly, I'm not sure if you can play just one Surveil land, because if you're forced to play it out and it gets wastelanded, then you lose your win condition.
Chris, you.
You dredge so you hit Grizz, but then you need to either have a reanimate in hand or like a Faithless Looting or something to draw.
2 blocks.
Like, if you already have Archon Flickering, you don't need your graveyard, and if you don't have it, you need something else in
Yep.
hand to like pick up what you're surveilling to, right? Unless I'm missing something.
Wasteland of Bayou.
Sure.
We're going for a new record size Stalker.
Plus. Thanks. 5.
1.
You're up.
Draw cards with Grizz. So, I see what you're saying there, but then that kind of just veers back into the same territory for me
Oh,
of
sorry,
like,
this should be.
if you're already
Did I
drawing
give a
14
counter?
cards
I
in
did
Prison
not.
Brand, why
It should become a
why do you need to
6/6
put
now, because you
like
just
less
hit me for
optimal
5.
cards
Yeah.
in your deck? You're just gonna win anyway with with a double Rizzlebrand activation.
Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit win more, right? Also, like if you draw the Surveil land in your Reanimator deck turn 1, it feels so bad.
That's true. I was saying though, I think that they might be playable as a one of in traditional Reanimator. Just because, like, yeah, you might draw in your opening hand,
Yeah.
but like I think the payoff of having it available if you need to dig for
Yep.
something is just very, very high.
That's true.
No, like that's true. Like it does just kill people on the spot, but I feel like the number of times I need to like kill someone on the spot
Plus.
is very low. Like it's the same reason that I'm not into Abdul
I will
either.
burn 2
In combat.
in Tombe. And I will put Archon Cruelty in the bin.
Sure.
Go to my end step.
Yep.
Go.
The biggest stalker. That's Stalactite Stalker Prime.
He's thick. I'll get the second die ready. I've gone through 3 reanimates, I'm depressed.
This is game 1.
This is game 1, baby.
That's crazy.
I don't think I can win unless you fuck up, and I don't think you can fuck this up. All at you.
I don't know how I can fuck this up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
I take tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright, GG.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yay! And Stalactite Stalker.
Oh, you reanimated Grizz, that's funny.
Yeah, that wrist was not mine. I did not own
I didn't
it.
know. I thought you like hit. I'm so modern pilled. I thought you hit him with a frag of dad or something.
Oh my The modern brain rot hitting you hard.
Modern brain rot.
Oh, I love it. Man, some of these cards look like bangers.
Bangers.
You're more excited to play in the legacy side events than for. Honestly, yeah. I feel it. I don't know. I'm going to Denver and I'm going to play like Tron or something. Like I don't know. I don't know if I want to like put in the amount of reps to.
Just find a good Tron build.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like I just want to high roll people, and then if I get there, that's really funny. If I don't, it's like whatever.
Totally. Makes sense to me.
I'm so excited to jam this standard deck on Saturday.
Dude, I wish I could play standard on Saturday. I hate that I have to be on call.
Oh, bummer.
I know.
Do you have a standard deck?
I do. I've been playing mono white.
Oh, that's right. You have. That's right.
Dude, it's been
Dude,
so good. I love it.
You know what deck I gave Curran?
What?
I gave Domain Ramp.
Why would I expect anything different? TBH.
What? I don't know anything going on in the format, but I know that these cards are real good.
Yeah.
I gave him Sean Goddard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sean's
Beekeeper on Moto.
B.
I gave him their sideboard or their entire deck guide. It comes with like a deck list and it comes with a sideboard guide and everything.
It doesn't have anything about the mono white matchup though.
The mono white matchup is awful. I think.
For domain? Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Mono white and Bant Poison are tough.
Yes.
Tough for domain.
You are wanting to dodge those at all costs. I can certainly attest to mono white being good against domain.
Yeah.
Then why'd you roll your eyes at me for playing fucking Domain?
Because it's like really
What
powerful.
a net decker, honestly.
What
Bro, okay,
what a powerful deck.
Bro, okay, so like we discovered Restoration of Iganjo for mono white, and that's actually been a game changer.
That card's so good.
It is really
Restoration's-
fucking good.
Restoration is a broken card.
Yeah, you know, it's like you bin a Skrell's Hive or an Ossification, and then you
yeah.
buy it back with the Chapter 2, and you're like, oh yeah, tapped enchantment, baby. It's so good.
Alright.
Like once you like, I don't know, like we shaved a seed core, and we went up a plains, and like the deck's been feeling a lot better since then. Since Lay Down Arms is just so good.
You also get the Mirrex, right? Mirrex is so nuts.
Yeah, dude, Mirrex in that deck is nuts. You're playing 4 main deck Takesha's Welcome. You're just drawing 2 cards a turn at the very minimum.
Mhm.
If you assemble the Hive Takesha's Welcome like combo, it's so hard to beat that.
Yeah. The standard's pretty fun right now.
Yeah, standard.
It's
I'm
pretty-
having a blast with standard. It's been really fun getting into it. I might need these again. Oh my god, party foul. Oh,
my
just
God.
the fucking
Correct.
spaghetti.
You just grumbled your deck, bro.
Grumbled.
God, I just got grumbled.
You got grumbled.
I'm supposed to be doing the
Grungler
grumbling.
has been
Yeah, Sharky,
on the
yeah.
grumbly.
Any triggering effects?
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, I'll allow it.
The red-green druid aggro deck is the vibe.
Dude, the Druid aggro deck fucking kills me. Like my win rate against it's so low. It feels like a 25-75 matchup.
You run 4 knockable on your sideboard. That helps so much against these.
Bro, they get fucking huge. I've run 2 right now, but we're probably going up to 4.
I think you should go with the 4.
I think so too.
Like domains in 4 knockable now.
For a C.
Sure.
Favorite card from 2023. My favorite card from 2023 is the One Ring.
Mine's Stalactite Stalker.
My second one is Orcish Bowmasters.
This guy is so modern pilled. He's naming the most popular cards in the format. Bro, Stalactite Stalker's my MVP.
That card's real good.
It is so fucking good. Oh my god, I'm just perpetually impressed by this card.
Oh my god, that fucking Leyline is saying to be.
Here.
Curran absolutely rocked my shit with Leyline of Sanctity earlier.
I believe that.
That's
Okay.
so
Okay.
good.
I mean, my
Dude.
hand was like Grief, Unmasked,
Yeah.
Thoughtseize, Land.
Oh.
There was a reanimate in it, and it got Thoughtseize out of my hand.
Did you expect Curran to play Leyline?
No, well, at least not that one.
Yeah. Leyline is actually so good against Grief Piles.
I'm playing 11 discard spells in my deck.
What's your plan to beat Leyline Sanctity? You just ignore it?
Oh, Masters.
Sure.
Target?
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that Gyro over.
I don't have a
It's not
choice.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do is ignore it.
Blair.
Okay.
Artisan.
Fart.
Go.
Voidwalker.
You can different with RSC.
Underground Sea, I'm gonna play a Stalactite Stalker and Step Trigger.
Let's go, Stalker! I'll just play Tron Levels of Indifference. I could. Should I play just like
Proceed.
Living End?
Yeah.
Living End's also funny. It's not good though. Timebinder's such a
4.
good card.
Yeah. 1, 2, exalted.
Curran, do you remember that one time we were playing at F&M and you attacked me with a Fiend Ursa and I was like, how big is it? And you're like, 13. I was like, fucking excuse me?
I'll block with the Masters.
You got it.
Right?
It is.
We went to like 3 minutes on the clock during that match of Cradle versus Reanimator, and we were both playing quickly.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
I think that game one, I won our game one, and I played through 4 endurances. Potentially a 5th one, because one shuffled the others back in.
Exiled. Get it out of here.
Sure.
Stalactite Stalker.
Bet.
Combat. 5.
Elvish Visionary instead of Endurance. Yeah.
Masters. In here.
Sure.
Get it. Send him to the lead-in. And stuff. Put 2 power. Go.
13.
Yet. I like just putting a permanent in my bin and then getting additional power on the board. I like being rewarded for putting shit in my graveyard.
Pretty dope.
Pretty pog tasty, if I do say so myself.
You think you should play Soul Tie so you can play Risk?
No.
Wouldn't it be so funny?
Bro, the deck's mana is so clean, why would I want to soil it? If I wanted to play Bug, I'd play the D tier Beans deck.
Yeah, that's true.
God, Bug Beans is just garbage. We've all harped on it a lot, but that deck is just terrible.
Tree.
You like going to time?
I'll double block like this.
The Fellers.
Yep.
You have one singular good card.
I'm just pernicious deed all of a sudden. Yeah.
I played against somebody on like Simic Stifle Knot that was playing
TIE Fighter.
multiple copies of Engineered Explosives.
Ain't no main board.
No, post board.
Ain't no way.
But just like over the course of one game, they explosived away 2 of my stalkers twice.
Masters.
Gross.
Sure.
Pain. Five or 2, 5, 8. Damn, this deck is nasty.
Ridiculous.
This deck nasty. The Stalker Boy, nasty. No wonder why he was 850 on Moto. Oh yeah, Kobe deck. Did you hear
thank
about
God.
that?
Yeah.
I played
You
it
spiked
for-
too. This scumbag, man.
Oh,
I sold it 8. Look, people were selling out at like $3 or $4. I'm like, no, fuck it, 850. I made 204 ticks.
I bought mine at $4, and it had to have been like just before they shot up again.
It was beautiful, a piece of art. My mercantilism was showing.
MTG Finance Bros, man. You can't.
Can't live with them, can't live without them.
Yeah.
Well,
I
like
their
the
stock.
Sanctity and Veil Summer. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you deserve for registering those cards against your good friend Parker Southwick.
you deserve
How much
it,
are
pal.
stalkers on Midgo?
How much are what?
How much are Slack stalkers on Moto?
They're like $3.
Wobble?
They're like $3 now.
Uh,
They used, yeah. I mean, like I bought them when they were 80 cents a piece, and I bought 30 of the normal bordered ones, and then 9 of the extended border ones.
MTG Finance.
What fucking time is it?
Oh wait, that's
It's
It is
8:32.
8:30.
Wow.
that's it. Kobe, you want to get in here?
I don't have a legacy deck with me right now.
You can get the borderless Bowmasters for 32 right now, at least as of yesterday. You wanna play Reanimator?
I have oops all spells.
Oops, all- of course, you have oops all spells.
Oh yeah, the snuff outs. I'm so used to seeing those main deck. I need to find my other German one. I only have one Umpustin.
I thought you weren't allowed to buy German cards anymore.
Shut up. Terrible. There's my Umpustin. And then I boarded up the Archon, 1 and 2, all the Dazes, and 2 Forces.
So it's barbarian.
Right on.
I just want Atraxa so I can draw cards. Draw cards or win the game.
You want to do a deck tech on your deck, Parker?
Sure.
Alright, what?
Sean can help, or can, would,
Yeah,
I'd like to
yeah.
have Sean help out too.
Let's have you two do a presentation on what the hell this is.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, alright, I wasn't prepared for that.
Hell yeah.
Well, now it's happening.
I'm always happy to talk about my brainworms.
Is this a Parker original?
No, so like, I mean, Sean came up with the base list, and then I made some
Oh.
tweaks, and then Sean also made some tweaks, and we just keep working on it together.
So it's Sean and Parker brainchild.
I would say so. I mean, Sean's the one who was just like, Parker, this is the deck I'm playing, and I saw Stalactite Stalker and other like blue black tempo cards. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, we got some of that and some like blue black Reanimator. Yeah. All right, let me.
What happened to the couch?
I threw it out.
No,
Was it-
what's happening?
It's trash.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, let's get the deck tech going here. Here, I'll give you some of these. We're just gonna sort them into like the cards with their respective name or something,
We'll look at this
Okay.
nonsense thing.
and we'll just put lands in like a little
The
thing
main
here.
deck is complete bullshit.
Breaking out the deck. Where's Nick Miller when you need him for a deck tech?
Herd migration.
You discard it to get the basic. You gain 2 life.
Do you ever hardcast?
Oh, you hardcast all the time, but
Oh.
but in early game, it gains you 3 life against mono red. It fixes your land drops. It's pretty good.
This deck plays
All right. Yeah, let's get everything laid out neatly. You want to do it by
Power
CMC?
Souls OP.
Cool. We'll put like the cantrips
Angle.
together here, and then we'll get like the stockies right there. We got like some of that. We got some of this. These are kind of the stars of the show, I feel like.
Yeah, I think the important thing to talk about is probably the package, the stalkers,
Cool.
and then like
And then
the shell as a whole,
I agree.
and then like individual choices on like the mana base and the numbers and things.
I agree. Should we how should we do this? Is this better? What's the better presentation like?
The camera
Like this
is
or this?
it's right set up when Parker's in. So like
Like this or this?
Okay, so
Like the
I think
way the
facing
days
towards you like
is.
this.
Facing towards me? Okay. So then yeah, we'll just lay it out right here.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we'll do like some of these like right here. Got some reanimates. We'll put the boring cards in the back. Yeah. What a surprise. Blue deck playing Ponder and Brainstorm. No one could have foresaw this. Yeah, we got some of that. Yeah, some of these. Some of those. We got some tech removal here. Yeah, we got some of these. And then, oh yeah, I can't forget these fellas. The good guys. Got some of the lands, we got some of the big guys. We'll put some of the big uns over here. We got some Force of Will action. We got some
the same 16 cards at the very top.
of that. Or actually we'll move it down because we got the grease here. We'll do that maybe.
Still the same 16 cards. Though.
Yeah. It's still the same 16 cards.
That, and then we'll put like these, like right here. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we can break out the lands here, and then Sean, you want to?
Do not put the underground sea there. That is directly under the light.
All right, we'll put the lands like over here somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, give us the deets. How did you come up with
So-
this?
One of the, I was gonna say one of the big things is that like, I think we are 58. I think we're 58 out of 60, the same on how we're playing the main deck right now.
Yeah, I think so too.
No, 59 out of 60. Because the only difference in how I'm currently running the main deck is I'm one less Bowmaster plus one Animate Dead.
One less Bowmaster plus Animate Dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that so how come you're deciding to do that?
I felt like having a 5th reanimation spell makes it for more explosive openers with the reanimation package.
Mm-hmm.
And also having access to an Animate Dead makes your Atraxa flips a little bit better,
Yeah.
because you can sometimes just snag one extra card type and not have to spend your sorcery spot on a reanimate, and you could get a Ponder or a reanimate and an Animate Dead.
Yeah, you're kind of making Entomb a better card by doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I kind of dig that.
basically, the way that this came about was I saw Stalker, I said, Stalker looks fun, I want to play a Stalker deck. I have most of the cards to play Blue-Black Scam. Started putting together Blue-Black Scam and was like, I'm gonna jam a Reanimator package in this.
Hell yeah.
And
That's
just
the way
like,
to do it.
it was just like, well, this actually works well with Stalker too, because Entomb's just like another way to trigger your Stalkers. And like, I don't know, playing a lot of post-board traditional Reanimator and seeing how well the deck functions when your main engine is just 4 Entombs and then like mid-range cards.
Yeah.
I was like, I think that having cantrips only makes that better, so it just felt like it would be something that would be viable.
Yeah, I really like I think one thing, like one of the most powerful things to be doing in Legacy right now is like a Scaminator deck, honestly. I think that's kind of like the best way to approach the meta because it's like so proactive, where you still get to have these busted counter spells and Days of Force of Will, and you really get to hammer that like turns 1 and 2 are still like really critical. And then you also like have 2 very different game plans that the opponent has to respect, and they kind of have to like chance on like, I can beat this game plan but not this game plan kind of thing. And so I think when I saw the list, I was just like, holy shit, like I've been thinking about it for about a week or two about like how do I find like the Rescaminator deck that I want to play, and then you posted this and it's like holy shit, Sean read my thoughts. This is like kind of the deck I want to play.
It feels just incredible every single time I play it. Like
Yes.
I am 4-1ing all of my leagues and trying so hard for a trophy, but like
Like
just like
when it like a brew is like constantly 4-1ing and like churning through the leagues, it's just like oh this shit's got legs.
yeah.
Like it's not like that's nothing to scoff at.
And like you were saying about having the 2 alternate game plans, like I remember queuing into a match against Turbo Muxus and just being like, okay, this draw that they had, if I'm just playing Blue Black Scam, there's 0 way I'm beating this.
Yeah.
But because I had access to a turn 2 Atraxa, I ended up winning that game 1.
Yeah, you're just dominating combat. You're just like, do you have a Bombos?
Yeah.
Like that's the only real way that you can ever deal with this Atraxa.
Mhm.
You're forcing them on a 1 of 4 in their deck.
Uh,
Yeah, honestly, like Muxus has really like fucked the pace of the meta. Honestly,
Oh, because of the Mind Goblin?
yeah, Namesicker Goblin is really powerful. Like Muxus like came about because like Beans was kind of being too oppressive, and now like since Muxus is like a really big part of the meta, like Beans doesn't really stand a chance, and then the rest of the meta has to like kind of speed up to keep up with Muxus. And so like when you have something like this, like these blue-black piles with Wasteland and Daze are actually like exactly what Muxus does not want to play against. And then when you have 2 diverging plans that they have to then worry about, when you start putting them on the back foot, their deck starts to like really shit the bed.
Mm.
Yeah.
So something also that people have asked me about over the last 24 to 48 hours is the mana base.
Yes.
Basic swamp versus no basics versus basic island, and then whether or not it's viable to play like Watery Grave Mystic Sanctuary.
I think the basic swamp is really important.
Mhm.
Like especially if you look at the showcase results, you have a mono red in the top 8, and then you have like 3 other hyper proactive red decks, which means Magus of the Moon and Blood Moon. And I think Mana Denial is really strong right now, again because Turbo Muxus is really soft to Mana Denial. And so like the rest of the meta is like, okay, well like the really good decks are doing Mana Denial, and so you need that basic swamp to kind of get under you, or that basic. And I think the basic swamp is actually better than the basic island, because the way I think about island versus swamp, island is very reactive while swamp is very proactive. And like you have like 12 black cards in here that you're like, I want to cast this because they end the game.
Mhm.
You have Entomb, you have Reanimate, you have Stalactite Stalker. Those cards are really fucking good. I mean, Orcish Bowmasters, like the entire Legacy meta is warped around being hardened against Bowmasters playing it. But like Swamp is just like I think kind of where the deck wants to be. A little bit of a non-bow with Murktide Regent, but like Murktide Regent is just like oh oops.
Murktide Regent is an oops I win, but not a primary game plan for this deck.
I agree. I think like you're just like you're thinking like I'm scamming them and then I'm putting a Stalactite Stalker into play. Here's like between 4 to 6 power. Deal with it after I've disrupted you twice.
Yeah, and I'm in full agreement on the mana base. One other thing that I said about it was that like I think that because this deck is skewed to be a very aggressive deck,
Yeah.
you don't have room for some of the grindy cards that traditional blue-black scam would play, like your Mystic Sanctuary, Sauron's Ransom, etc.
Yeah.
I think you have to forsake those cards in favor of the Reanimator package, and you're basically saying, I'm going to play an aggressive game and close this game quickly.
You know what's really good for grinding out games? Putting in Atraxa into play, drawing 4 fresh ones, and then winning combat every turn. You know, you draw a fucking Force of Will, Wasteland, like Brainstorm, and like a Stalactite Stalker. It's like cool. Here's 3 pieces or 2 pieces of interaction, and then here's another threat. You know, and then I still have the 7/7 that just wins combat every time that you have to worry about. That's better than just like going 3 mana, draw 2 cards that hopefully are good.
So like, this deck is very heavily inspired by Blue Black Scam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, what are the advantages of playing it over Blue Black Scam? Like,
Scam sucks, I think. I think traditional Scam is just like it's already like I think it's just like kind of outlived its like life. If you play traditional blue-black Scam, you're eating white bread. You know, you're not getting the juicy rye bread. You're not getting like some of the fancier, ritzier bread. You know, you're not getting Dave's Killer bread. You're getting like that shitty like $2 loaf of bread when you play blue-black Scam. And I think like doing like vanilla, like super plain white bread decks in Legacy right now are just like that. Whatever, you can do that, but I think you're heavily rewarded. You're super rewarded for innovation. Legacy's very open right now, and like you will get paid off for innovating and bringing something new to the table. Even if it's only like 10 to 12 cards different, that's still quite a lot of different cards to see in a Legacy deck that really changes the dynamic of games. Like
The flavor and the texture.
the flavor and the texture of the game. So like 2 examples of this in the showcase top 8, you actually see 2 blue-black, tempo shells, but they're very different decks. One of them's a Delver deck, and the other's a Hogak deck. What the blue-black scam deck in the top 8 is, it's called blue-black scam, but it's Hogak. It's blue-black Hogak, with Hogak, and then you have the Stitcher Supplier. You have the tempo cards. You have Grief Scam, and then the other deck. You also have Grief Scam, but you're a Delver deck, and you're on 14 lands, 4 of which are Wasteland. Like that's very not the regular. These 2 decks are not the regular at all. And those 2 players, I mean, both of them are very good players. I think it was like Jake TMS or something, like always at the top of the trophy board, but like rewarded for just like going in, trying something very different, So I think if you're like blue-black scam, traditional blue-black scam, probably like it's a fine deck. It has legacy cards, but I think like you should go and try something different. Change 8 of the cards, change the dynamic of the deck, change how it plays on turn 1 and 2, and like how it can when the game kind of reaches a dip on turn 3 and then it resumes on turns 4 and 5 normally. How does the deck pick up from there?
So basically, like Blue-Black Scam is missing like a little bit. Like I feel like Blue-Black Scam right now is like a deck that tilts your opponent on turn 1, and that's how you win. But your opponent doesn't get tilted, they win, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like when you back up the Grief Scam with a Ponder, it sucks. Grief Scam itself does not win. It's the additional pressure with the Grief Scam that wins the game.
Who was it that once said on Twitter, "Remind me to never register Grief in Legacy unless I'm following it up with an Entomb"?
Who was that? Was it you?
It was someone else.
That's a good quote. Like legit, you follow up the Grief Scam with pressure. You can't just like sit on your laurels and be like, yeah, this 3/2. Well, I start with 3 cards in my hand. It's gonna get there. It's not how Legacy works. Legacy works A plus B. You're fucking dead. That's how it goes. It's not like 3 or 4 card combos. It's not building up all these synergies to win a game like it is in Modern sometimes. In Legacy, it's boom, Cephalid Illusionist, Shuko, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
No, Stalker's better than Delver. You heard it here first.
Stalker is really good. Also, yeah, I mean, like, during the the Legacy Super Qual, like, you look at all the Death Shadow lists, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm at the top, and I'm the only one playing Stalactite Stalker. This card is nuts.
Delver is a relic of the past, man. People think that card is still good. It's only good because you have Daze in the deck.
I still think it's relevant because Graveyard Hate is really effective against Delver decks, and Delver Secrets can ignore Graveyard Hate. When I was testing with Jarvis a little bit, like he was saying, or one of the thoughts, like he tried Stalactite Stalker over Delver Secrets, and like the thing about it is then like all of your threats are neutered by Graveyard Hate, and that's not where you want to be. Someone puts a Leyline of Void into play, and you're just like, fuck, I'm dead. That sucks. So, I still think Delver has its place. It's just now Black has its own Delver, and it kind of opens up this new world where you're just like, cool. Black has like this insane Delver Secrets that grew to be a 7/7 in that game against Curran, and it also has an activated ability.
It has removal tacked onto it, which is just absurd.
Yeah, you could remove the activated ability, and it's still a great card. But like that extra flavor text is relevant.
A lot.
Yes, like it is like a very relevant part of the card. But I think this is kind of the new hotness, and like it kind of like opens up like Legacy, and like, okay, so we've had Turbo Muxus as this menace, and it's like soft against Wasteland decks, and like maybe I don't want to play Blue-Red Delver or Blue-Red X Delver. What can I do? And now you're just like, I have Stalactite Stalker, and I can put it in a Dazed Wasteland strategy, and now I can attack the Legacy meta in a very different way and start putting Muxus on the back foot when it wants to be a super proactive deck. Now when you're bringing black cards into your deck, and you're thinking about cards like, well, when red's really popular, when red's really fast, what's really good against that? Snuff Out. Then you have a big uptick in Snuff Out, and then like the whole meta just gets fucking jumbled. So I think like something like this is very powerful, and I think every Scaminator deck like this is very, very good because it attacks with the tempo front, and then it also has the I'm also Reanimator. So
There was a question in the chat, what is the advantage to playing this over just playing Blue-Black Reanimator and boarding into this? And personally, I currently think the mid-range plan is better than the Reanimator plan for Blue-Black.
yeah,
I think if you want to be on a Reanimator plan, you should be on traditional Reanimator,
yeah,
not Blue-Black. You shouldn't be going for cantrips and counter spells. You should be maxed out on discard. You should be fully all in on doing the combo in your main deck. If you are trying, if your primary game plan is to combo and to reanimate, you shouldn't be on this deck.
yeah,
This is a mid-range deck first with a combo in it.
yeah. I agree. I think like if like Blue-Black Reanimator, I don't like it because it takes out a lot of like the things that make Red-Black Reanimator strong. I think Blue-Black Reanimator does not put pressure on mulligan decisions and sideboarding decisions the same way Red-Black does. I think that's one of the biggest strengths of Red-Black is that, and I think like because like Blue-Black Reanimator is typically like a turn or two slower than Red-Black, then it gives people time to edge into a game and just like find their footing. And then you put in the Gristlebrand on turn 3 as opposed to being like, I'm threatening Gristlebrand on turn 1, how does that affect your mulligans?
Mm-hmm.
It forces people to ask themselves if they want to take this risk, or if they want, like, you know, how many mistakes do they want to make?
That is something I've talked about in the Discord, is like the dynamic of pressuring resources and pressuring mulligans before the game starts.
Yeah.
It's something you and I have talked about prior as well.
Yeah, like we definitely had these conversations where it's like, you know, like outside of the game, how does a deck affect a player? And like Red-Black Reanimator is just like you're just a super proactive deck, and you're just pressuring someone and making them nervous outside of the game, you know.
And then with Blue-Black Reanimator, you give them too much time.
Yes, you give people too much breathing room, you know, because Red-Black Reanimators, if they're on the play, they're starting the game on turn 0.
Mm-hmm.
You know, much more frequently than Blue-Black is. And like when you give a deck time to like be able to respond to a Reanimator game plan, you know, someone's going to figure out, you know, this is exactly like these are the cards I need. I cast my cantrips, or I got my card set up here, here, and here. I got 2 extra draw steps in. Oh, look at that! It's 2 Swords to Plowshares. Right, you know, here's my endurance, and then here's my backup endurance. It's shit like that. You just give people draw steps, and draw steps in Legacy are very powerful.
Letting someone sculpt their hand with a brainstorm is very different than forcing them to pitch that brainstorm to a force of will on turn 1.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, go ahead.
so there are 4 Entombs in this list, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, what do you think about like Entomb in this kind of list? Like, it's like a good card on turn 1, right? But have you ever like experienced like issues with it later in the game?
Later in the game, it is a Stalker +1/+1 counter.
Yeah. Honestly, like,
Or it pitches to a grief, like,
yeah,
or
like,
you brainstorm it away.
this deck is kind of living on turns 1 and 2 a lot, and kind of turn 3-ish, you know. And so like, you're not really like turn 5. Yeah, like if it's turn 5, both players are likely in top deck mode. This is a super interactive deck, right? And a lot of Legacy decks are very interactive with each other. And so like when it's turn 4 or 5, people are going to be like, oh, look at that! Here's my dead card. You know, you're playing against Cephalid Breath. They're just like, here's my Dread Return. Damn it, you know, kind of shit. So like, of course, like Entomb's not always going to be a live card, but it's still, you know, it's a very
Still worth
threatening
it, right?
card. Yeah.
The early game pressure is worth it to put 4 of it in your deck, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the card is very, very good. Like people need to play with the card to understand that like putting the exact tutoring your library in general for 1 mana is very good. It's very strong.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about the what?
No, go ahead.
What do you think about the blue card count on this deck? Do you ever run into issues with the blue card count?
12, 16, 18. We have 19. I think that's good enough. I
haven't run into issue with it.
Yeah, I think that's fine. And like I think like the Force of Will, you know, the Force of Will math of like the prior days, you know, before Fire design cards started hitting Legacy, where it's just like you want like your 24 or your 25 blue cards, you really want to have like 2 or 3 Force of Wills in a game. Like the current Legacy situation is just like I have 1 good Force of Will. Sweet.
You need 1 Force Will to win the game, right?
Yeah, like in a deck like this where you're like, alright, this 1 Force of Will is going to put an Atrax into play for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Deal. Yeah, so it's just like, you know, you entomb, they let it resolve, and you try and reanimate, they force it, and then you force it back. You're just like, you have a second, you have another force will and a blue card, or or something adjacent to that.
Either your hand's empty or your hand's emptier, and I have an Atraxa and a grip.
Yeah. So the blue card count is just like, yeah, like, it's gonna find the force of will blue card frequently within the first 2 turns of the game, or sometimes you'll hit the 2. And like in the sideboard too, you also have a lot of blue cards, right? You have 3 blasts, and then you have 2 brazen borrowers, you have 2 force negations, and like it's you can toggle the deck with like the color counts and whatnot. Right now I don't own Force of Despairs, but like I am tinkering with Force of Despair right
Ain't
now.
no way you're taking with Force of Despair.
Bro,
That's crazy.
Bro, I'm playing 2. I'm playing 2 because Turbo Mexus, Red White
That's right.
Initiative, and Mono Red are decks, and like those decks are really soft to black removal.
I guess
It is kind of a drug when someone goes turn 1 Magus of the Moon under a Cavern of Souls, and you're just like, yeah, resolves, end step, Force of Despair, bye. They spent 4 cards, you spent 2, and your mana's unlocked. And you didn't care about the Cavern of Souls. That's particularly an issue against Red White Initiative and Turbo Mexus, where those both play Cavern of Souls. So, yeah, no, I'm tinkering with Force of Despair. I think it's technology that like people should try a little bit and tinker with, especially like as the format is very red at the moment. Of course, format's always going to be blue, but like the format's also very red. There's 3 very powerful red decks in the top 10 decks easily.
So, well, you're talking about the sideboard, right? Do you two mostly have the same sideboard, or is this
No.
No.
Our sideboards are very different.
Like this is kind of how I sculpted my sideboard. Like Sean's playing 3 Voidwalkers. I was like, fuck it, I'll play 3 Voidwalkers. I love that. I love that card. So this, like, a lot of this is like kind of translating from Shadowland for me.
Yeah, I can see the shadow in this one.
It's just like you have the power K because like you're playing like 20 some odd. I think it's like 22, 24 1-drops or something like that. So you really want the explosives effects. I think I'm playing the Null Rod because I fucking hate anything Tarn Forge related. Anything that's dumping like 20 artifacts into play, I'm over it. I hate it. I'll play the Null Rod, and I also don't like playing against Acast. I'll play a Null Rod. Happy enough with it. I'm playing 2 Snuff Outs in paper, but I think those will be Force of Despairs. I'm playing the 3 Hydroblast. Aforementioned reason, there's 3 really strong decks in the top 10 decks that are red decks, and I think Hydroblast is very premium at the moment. And 2 Force of Negations, it's easy, and then you have 2 Brazen Borrowers. Brazen Borrower is also good against Chalice decks, and Brazen Borrower is just flex tape in general. So that's kind of how I constructed mine. And I mean, it's just most of it's just quality cards, and then you have like a Night card in Null Rod.
Sean, how do you sideboard?
My sideboard is very skewed towards Delver, beating Delver.
Yeah.
I'm on 2 pushes in the main, 2 pushes on the side.
That's crazy. 4 pushes.
2 Brazen Borrowers, 2 Shieldred's Edict, 2 Collective Brutality.
Yeah. Their shit's not surviving.
No, when I play against Delver, it is just like disgusting for them. Like
Yeah.
they have to get a Murktide because I'm killing everything else, and then I have Edict and Brazen Borrower for the Murktide.
Yeah. I think like I probably need to take notes from you because like when I played against Delver last night, and you saw it on stream, like I was kind of like, hopefully this Murktide doesn't like kill me, kind of thing, and hopefully I put enough pressure on the board where like the Murktide doesn't matter. And it's like you saying that you have 2 Shieldred's Edicts. I'm just like, maybe I should probably like play some Edicts, or like maybe I really should play the Snuff Outs,
The Shieldred's Edicts do get better when you can Fatal Push literally everything else.
Yeah, that's true. When you're playing a set of pushes, it's pretty good. Yeah. No, I like the Fatal Pushes main deck. I think those are fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think just like Atraxa plus Interaction is pretty strong together. That's what we call a wombo combo.
Fair enough. 7/7 Flying Lifelink Vigilance Death Touch, pretty good.
And then draw 4 cards, interact with you more. When you're
Sometimes 5 you hit an enemy dead.
know, I was thinking about that, like, because with, like, the Yorion Scaminator list, like, I had 6 types in the main deck. I also had Artifact and Enchantment in the Urza Saga, and I had the 4 Saga targets for artifacts. I've definitely had, like, Atraxas for 6. Those are nasty.
I don't think it's correct, but I have considered playing a Miser's Lotus Petal, just as I can grab this off Atraxa, it triggers Stalker, and it gives you the potential for a turn 1 reanimate.
Yeah.
But I think it waters us down too much and takes away from this is a mid-range deck first plan.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, no, the deck construct, like, this deck's really fun. On Moto, I'm 6-1 with it. Sean, you're probably like 20-4 or something like that.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, there's like 5 4-1s in a row.
I think I have 3 4-1s and a 3-2.
Jesus H. That's I mean that was like when I was testing Stalactite Shadow, that was just those were my leagues. It's just like trophy, like 6 4-1s, you know, a 3-2, 4-1, 4-1, 4-1. Like before the Super Cool, I played like 90 matches on that deck. It was disgusting. That's how I farmed the like 100+ chests.
And I think it's worth noting, I have not played a tempo deck in Legacy for years
Yes.
prior to this.
This is kind of just like, damn, tempo decks are easy.
If you've got good Magic fundamentals, tempo decks are going to take you pretty far in the current meta.
Yeah, they'll bail you out quite a bit too. We got anything else, Kobe?
Let's see. Well, okay. What are your matchups looking like? What are your best matchups? What are your worst matchups?
I think like the worst matchup. I mean, so like traditionally with like blue-black tempo, it's normally like land styles decks, but like land style decks are just like kind of soft to reanimator stuff, unless they have like crop rotation and like they're really tactic
Hey,
against
you guys should
reanimators.
just sit in front of the camera and talk about this. It's like I hear you. My boyfriend's
Oh.
off screen.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
The
You were
deck's
fitting with
laid
cards.
out.
You were fitting with cards though.
Yeah, so like in general, like blue-black tempo, soft to land-based strategies, but I think like the Entombs, like the reanimator part of the deck, like really shores up like a lot of the issues that like these style of decks tend to have against like Mazavith kind of shit, you know. Mazavith, whatever, pretty fucking bad against Arcana Cruelty. You need to swords that one ASAP after you know discarded you twice and I've drawn 2 fresh ones, kind of thing. But you know. So like for this, I'm kind of worried about Chalice of the Void in particular. So like game 1, like you know they resolve a Chalice, you're just like kind of GG's, we're out because this doesn't play a Brazen Bioware main deck or anything. It's kind of like in the post board games where you get the 2 borrowers and you get the 2 explosives effects where you're just like Chalice, fuck off, bye. But it's still kind of sketchy because you have a game 3.
I will say, versus the one time that somebody chaliced me on turn 1, I didn't have a Force of Will. I got to just go Entomb in response on tap Animate Dead and won the game.
Okay.
So.
Another point for Animate Dead. I mean, like the further you play away from Chalice with these kind of decks, the more you're like,
You know you could just run 61.
I could. I don't like doing that
I
though.
was gonna say
Eyes
that
up.
it's funny to me that this deck is probably most scared of both of the cards that are of the Void, Chalice of the Void and Leyline of the Void. Like Leyline on turn 0 seems like really good against this deck because it shuts off Stalactite Stalker's ability to grow, it shuts off Murktide, it shuts off your reanimator targets. What does that leave you with? Bowmasters and like Hardcast Grief?
Well, Leyline of the Void, if you're not getting hit with it in game 1,
Like you can kind of predict like what decks are playing Leyline, you know.
You do have Brazen Borrower to answer it.
Sure.
And Dothy Voidwalker is a threat that comes in post board too a lot of the time that doesn't care about it.
Yeah.
But like Leyline of Void is also just like weirdly not highly represented.
No, yeah, it's at probably the lowest it's been played in a while. Like
Because red
honestly,
is-
people
red's
are playing
really
things
fun,
like Fairy Macabre instead, or like you know, like the non-blue decks are not necessarily playing Leyline at the moment.
And people want to bring in Fairy Macabres and Surgicals when they see you reanimate an Atraxa, and you're just like, okay, well I'm just gonna make a Murktide. I'm just to like
just-
grow this
yeah.
stock.
I'm just
gonna
like it's
be fair.
it's kind of easy to just be like, you play against red white, you win game 1 because you griefed their seasoned engineer and then you reanimated it, and like they don't draw a touch the spirit realm. Game 2, they're just like sitting flush with like containment priest and 2 fairy macabres, and then you're just like, okay, grief. Oh yeah, okay, that's great. Stalactite stalker, go.
Grow. Yeah.
Rise, my son.
2-2. So then it's just like you're not just in game 2. You're not locked into the same 60. It's pretty easy to predict. Like, oh yeah, a lot of red decks run Fairy Macabre, Leyline of the Void. Great. Let's board out the Reanimator package. Let's get these fucking Void Walkers in here. Let's get the Brazen Borrowers in here. Oh, you're a Chalice deck. Okay, some explosives effects. It's kind of easy to predict when people are bringing in Leyline of the Void. If like a Delver deck gets you with Leyline of the Void in game 2, GG's.
You wanted it more.
Got it. You
Yeah,
sure.
because what Delver
You were
deck
fucking
is going
around.
to register Graveyard Hate that's not instant or sorcery, right?
Yeah, like they're
Tipstone.
a lot of them like run like a Grafdigger's Cage and like a Surgical Extraction, maybe 2. But like I think like Surgical Extraction is just so fucking bad in Legacy
And
right now.
Cage, like, Stalker's just like, I'm still going.
Yeah.
Cage doesn't care. Stalker doesn't care about Cage. Murktide doesn't care
Did
about
people
Cage.
bring like Delver players bring in Cage against me when I'm playing Shadow, and I'm just like, I boarded 2 of these Reanimates out. Stalactite Stalker, go. It's a 2-2. It's like Cage is just like so not good. Like that and Surgical, I just think are not good cards right now. Especially like Surgical should be like really good against Reanimator strategies, but like when it's like a mid minus card against black red Reanimator, why are we playing this card anymore? Why? There are just better options, I think.
This deck is deceptively good at playing through Graveyard Hate, despite how many of its cards care about the graveyard.
Yeah. Yeah, like, again, like, games 2 and 3, you're just like, here's my Void Walkers, here's my Borrower, okay, bounce the Leyline, I can play a slower game, it's fine, hardcast these Griefs eventually, I'm building mana with these Trolls, these Bowmasters holding you off of, like, cantripping to find, like, the good thing, and kind of stalling the game, and, you have these lines that you can take to play around the Graveyard Hate, and to, like, play through Graveyard Hate. It's not like it's just Leyline of the Void, decks turned off.
I just cast a troll the other day.
Yeah. Like sometimes the games get into real garbage time, and
That's
it's like
that's when it's important to realize that Wasteland is not an auto use card.
yeah, Wasteland taps for mana.
Yes.
The more cards they print that let you tap Wasteland for mana, the more like degenerate these tempo decks get. You can tap Wasteland to cast Orcish Bowmasters.
Yes.
I
So-
can't read Twitch chat.
Wasteland's a spell.
So, one more thing.
Okay.
Do you miss Thoughtseize at all? Is Thougeize a good card in 2024?
I mean it's great in like Black Red Reanimator or Doomsday.
But is Thoughteize good in tempo in 2024?
My first iteration of this had Thoughtseize on it.
Was it good?
It's not there anymore.
No, like if you're spending mana to like Thoughtseize someone and you're not immediately threatening Dark Ritual, Doomsday, or Lotus Petal, and Tomb Reanimate or something like that, I don't think you should be playing Thoughtseize. I think the card is just not what it used to be, and like the meta's way too fast. You're on the draw and you're just like staring at a Thoughtseize. You're like, that's my interaction. Awesome. And then they go Ancient Tomb, Chrome Mox, Sticker Goblin, roll 6, Muxus, and you're like, man, this Thoughtseize looks great. Or like we could do something simpler. They go Volk, Delver of Secrets, and you're just like looking at this Thoughtseize, and you're like, fuck me, I don't want to cast this Thoughtseize against this Delver that's probably going to dome me,
Or what feels bad is you top deck mode, you top deck Thoughtseize, you top deck Muxus,
Yeah, that kind of shit, right? I just don't think Thoughtseize is where it's at. And also, Stalactite Stalker really rewards you for playing Grief. The 0 mana interaction and being able to leverage more of your hand on turns 1 through 3 are super critical at the moment in Legacy. 0 mana interaction is at a high premium. You should be playing more 0 mana interaction. It's going to win you more games. And the Grief triggering the Stalactite Stalker is really big money, Maybe you play Thoughtseize with Delver. I don't think that's great at all, but I think, Grief and Stalactite Stalker kind of best friends.
The reason that I had Thoughtseize in the initial list is because I was coming at it from a lot of false viewpoints of Reanimator, and like I play a higher than average number of Thoughtseizes in my traditional Reanimator list because I consider it to be a modal card.
Yeah.
It's interaction. It's also an enabler.
Yeah.
And I had the same thought coming into this of like, well, what if I need to discard a creature from my hand?
Yeah.
And that's just not the case for this deck because it's
You have
And-
brainstorm.
you brainstorm to put it back. You can pitch them to grief. You can pitch them to force of will.
Yeah.
Like, you don't worry about a creature getting stranded in your hand with this deck.
No, it's pretty easy. Like, you can ponder and be like, oh, there's an Archon, we can put that one on the bottom, we shuffle on. You know, we shuffle with a troll or a fetch, it's fine, we put it away, hopefully we don't draw it again anytime soon. And like, it's just really easy to either like use the creature that's in your hand as a pitch spell, as you were saying, or it's just easy to like dodge it. Or it's easy to put it back. Your ponder brainstorm, and then you have a bazillion pitch cards. You know, you play 4 Force of Will, 2 Force of Negation, 4 Grief. I'm playing the 2 Force of Despairs. You know, that's 12 different ways of pitching these like cards, which is just awesome. You know, just be like, I think Legacy really rewards you right now, being able to leverage your hand. You know, if you're on the draw, leverage your 9 cards by turn 2, kind of thing, or have the ability to do so if you need to react or to interact or to set up a kill or something like that. But yeah, like the speed of the format just, you know, really rewards you for all these pitch spells. So yeah, I think this deck is sick. I really want to keep jamming it. Kind of was mentioning it earlier. I think that like a Rescaminator deck is kind of the place to be, just because of how insanely interactive they are and how, like, you know, they can clock you. You know, Grief Scam, Reanimate Troll next turn or something like that. You know, or just put a Stalker in play with a Grief. It's a 2/2 and a 3/2. 5 power does get there pretty quickly after you discarded 2 of their cards, as opposed to 7 turns of attacking.
Would you say that this is where blue-black tempo goes from here?
Blue-black tempo is all over the fucking place. Like,
You're not gonna get Parker to say that like Shadow's not a deck. Like Shadow's viable.
Shadow's very.
Shadow is viable.
I think Shadow's very good. I think it's in a good spot. It's my favorite. I really like the iteration of Shadow right now that I posted, and you know, the Stalactite Stalker build is the truth. It plays very similar to Black Aggro, and I think that's a really powerful place to be in the current state of Legacy, where you're just like, here's my turn 1, turn 2 agency. I'm going fast. Sometimes I can develop this 2/2 Shadow, and then oops, on turn 3 it's dealing 8 to you after the Stalactite Stalker's already hit you for like 5 or something like that. You're on the back foot, you're an Ancient Tomb deck, and you didn't get anything to stick, and you had to tap the tomb twice for 4, you're almost fucking dead already, you know? The Shadow can have these really fast hands, and like, you know, if you see a Shadow in your opener in a game, and it's not a Shadow hand, but you have a Grief, like, it's still fine to pitch the Death Shadows to Grief, you know? Not every hand is a Shadow hand, and that's okay.
So there's still like, so what you're saying is like there's a lot of experimentation for blue-black tempo.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, like you, again, like Showcase. In the Showcase, you know, we have blue-black Delver with 14 lands, 4 of which are Wasteland and 4 Trolls. And we also have blue-black Hogak. It's also playing a Tempo Shelf, Daze, Wasteland, Forcible Brainstorm, all that shit. You know, those are 2 very different decks. You still have, you know, White Bread, Scam. You have Death Shadow. You know, there's so much space to explore with Stalactite Stalker, and then there's still a bunch of other shit out there too. Like, this isn't just like the meta. The meta is very, like, you should be innovating, you should be trying new shit, you should be trying to put different spins on games right now. You know, Underground Sea is very good right now, but like there's still a bunch of other stuff. I think there's a black-green Hogak deck out there that's very good that plays Stalactite Stalker. I think there's a black-green Hogak deck, and I want to explore it. I want to like
Played
test.
this last night.
Yeah,
Actually, in one of the leagues.
really.
Yeah.
I think something like that would be very good in the meta right now, because you would get to play Stalactite Stalker and Hogak, and that's a fast clock. You Grief Scam someone and you follow it up with Hogak or something like that. You know, that's pretty absurd. You clog up the board pretty effectively. So.
Cool.
Yeah. Black's in a good spot, red's in a good spot, blue's always in a good spot. I think white is kind of weak. Green, probably a little weak too. just because they can't really keep up with the speed of the format.
Keep telling everyone that White's weak, so you see less Swords of Plowshares.
Swords isn't a problem anymore.
I know.
That's
it's not.
always been
I
That's
know.
always been the level 1 that people just can't seem to get past. It's just like Swords is like you can play around it. It's fine. You don't have to commit 2 shadows onto the board when they have 5 cards in
I
hand.
know, but like, would you like to see it less, anyways?
Yeah, I mean, yes, it'd be.
Yeah,
It's
there we go.
nice. It's nice that I'm seeing it a lot less. Like I don't play against swords as much anymore, but it's still just like that's just like the level 1 of like Death Shadow is learning how to play around Swords to Plowshares and how you beat Swords to Plowshares. Street Wraith really good against Swords to Plowshares.
Mm-hmm.
Just rebuild your life total to Death Shadow range.
Alright, well, thanks for joining us, everybody. I think we're going to call it a night here. So, appreciate you tuning in. Catch Sean tomorrow at the Shallow Grave on Twitch, 7 p.m.
Hell
Cards,
yeah.
cards broken.
Busted.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye everyone. Thanks for coming through.